Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're doing well. In today's video, I will be giving you my review of the Rabbitohs versus Panthers game that happened last night. Now, in yesterday's game, the Bunnies, we finally managed to beat Penrith 20 points to 18 in an excellent match. Now, unfortunately, I did not watch the game, as I was doing other Avengers at the time, so I wasn't able to watch the game, but I've seen the entire replay of the game, and I think it was an excellent match from start to finish. But without further ado, let's get right into the game, into the review. So our first action is not till the third minute, where we get a knock on from Dylan Edwards. We get another knock on from Isaac Tago later on, and then we get a goal line dropout from Stephen Crichton. And then 2 minutes, then he's penalised later. 2 seconds later, we get a challenge, unsuccessful Rabbitohs captain's challenge, which they blew it already. And then Jacob Hose gets penalised for being offside inside 10 metres in the 10th minute. And then we get a knock on from Zach Hosking in the 18th minute. Another one from Brian Toto also in the 18th minute. The first set restart of the game goes to the Rabbitohs after a ruck infringement from Dylan Edwards. And then in the 19th minute, Damien Cook goes over and scores a magnificent try through the defence of the Panthers, going over in the 19th minute, 4 points to 0. Unexpected try. I would never expect Cookie to get a try. I think that's his second or third try of the year already, or it could be his first. But then we get a conversion from Latrell Mitchell. He converts 6 points to 0, and it was game on from there. We get a penalty for a dangerous tackle from Tane Mill in the 21st minute. In the 23rd minute, we get another knock on from Stephen Crichton. And then first one from Cody Walker, not long after. We get a penalty from from Sonny Luke for slow peel. And then another goal on dropout from Stephen Crichton, which leads to Tane Mill knocking the ball on from the goal line dropout. Alex Johnson knocks it on in the 29th minute. The Rabbitohs get the second set restart after right infringement from Brian Toto this time. Then we get a penalty from marker not squared from Damien Cook in the 37th minute, which contributes to a try later from Stephen Crichton, going over, scoring the first of 3 tries for Penrith. And it's 6-all at half-time. Stephen Crichton converts. I believe Nathan Cleary possibly suffered. From what I've heard, it seems like he might have got a problem with his hip or something, so that's why he didn't convert any goals or kick. He did do some kick bombs though. He did 2 kick bombs within the first 4 minutes of the second half, along with Lachlan Neely's with 1. Now, this is where it gets interesting. We get a knock on from Damien Cook, and in the 46th minute, Rabbitohs go for a goal on dropout, but in typical Latrell Mitchell fashion, it fails, and it actually goes on the full in touch, which that's something rarely happens, especially from Latrell, but oh my god, that was so bad. Which leads to a penalty for Latrell, and which leads to Stephen Crichton converting a penalty goal in the 48th or 47th minute, 8 points to 6. So Penrith go in front for the first time. And then Jai Arrow gets penalised and on report for a dangerous tackle inside 10 metres from Harmay Stanley, which leads to the Panthers' first restart. And then so then Campbell Graham gets penalised for an early tackle, and then a captain's challenge from the Panthers, which was successful. Knock on from Harmay Stanley, and then we get a penalty from Isaiah Yeo in the 53rd minute for a flop. A knock on from Jerome Luai. And then a minute later, Latrell Mitchell out of nowhere goes over, scores his first of 2 tries. 10 points to 8. The Bunnies are back in front, but Latrell misses the conversion. Then we get a knock on from Isaac Tago, which I think at that point, oh no, that's later on. Sorry. And then we get a ruck infringement from Moses Leota, which gets another set restart to the Rabbitohs. Now, at this point in the game, Isaac Tago went over the score, but after a video ref, they reversed the decision to claim that he knocked it on during that play. So it was a no try, back to 10 points to 8. Then we get a knock on from Latrell Mitchell, and about 1 minute later, Stephen Crichton goes over scoring a double. And it was an official try this time. And he missed the conversion as well. Then we get back-to-back knock-ons from Jed Cartwright. And then in the 69th minute from Isaiah Tatch, which leads to Stephen Crichton getting another try. Getting a hat-trick. He does have a fondness for scoring tries against the Bunnies. He scored before the game, I think he scored 9 tries in the past 8 games against us, which is ridiculous. And then he goes over and converts the goal, 18 points to 10. Now, from seeing the replay, I thought, yeah, Penrith are going to win this one, but coming up in a couple minutes towards the end of the game, this is not what I was expecting. Alright, now we get interchange HIA last 15 minutes, so Jai Arrow goes off and Hame Salo goes back on. And then we get a line break from Alex Johnson, then knock on from Isaac Tago, but Rabbitohs make it up from a kick bong from Lachlan Ilias, which leads to Jamin Salmon knocking the ball on, and Latrell going over, scoring a double. So he has scored 3 tries in the last 6 tries in the last 3 games, which is pretty impressive because even though he hasn't played that much before against the Dogs. So it's 18 points to 14. Latrell gets a double, converts the goal, 18 points to 16. It's game on within the final game. And then in the 78th minute, with a line break assist, with a line break from Cody Walker, he passes a crucial pass to Isaiah Tass. Isaiah Tass is running towards the goal, the crowd's erupting, and he goes over, scoring a final try, the match-winning try. Isaac Tass scores his first try, 20 points to 18. I was stunned from looking after the replay, and I'm shocked. Latrell misses the conversion. Panthers only have 3 seconds, goes over short, and then knocks it on from Stephen Crichton, goes into touch, and that is full time. 20 points to 18 for the Bunnies. Wow. Such a shame I didn't watch the game. Or I wasn't at the game. I would have loved it, but I'm glad we got the win over the Panthers. It was such an amazing game. Great way to start an Anzac round as well. As Anzac Day is on next Tuesday, or coming up. Right now, let's go through the team stats for both teams. So 52% of the ball for Rabbits, 48% for Panthers, so roughly even Steven. Completion rate for the Panthers was 33 out of 40, 82%. And for the Bunnies, 35 out of 41, 85%. Nice. So we're getting better. So all runs, 215 for the Rabbitohs, 182 for Panthers. All run meters, 1,709 for Rabbits, 1,761 for Panthers. 462 post-contact meters for Rabbits, 456. So it's pretty close in the stats. 6 line breaks for the Rabbits, 3 for the Panthers. Tackle breaks, 31 for the Rabbits, 39 for the Panthers. Kick return meters, 88 for the Rabbitohs, 190 for the Panthers. 10 offloads for the Rabbitohs and 5 for the Panthers. They didn't have that many last week, the Bunnies. I think they only had 5 last week against the Dolphins. 491 receipts for Rabbits, 428 for the Panthers. Total passes, 281 for the Bunnies, 245 for the Panthers. Dummy half passes, 9 to the Bunnies, 8 to the Panthers. Kicking, 25 kicks for the Bunnies, 23 for Panthers. 623 kicking meters for the Rabbits and 507 for the Panthers. Rabbitohs forced 2 dropouts while the Panthers forced out 1. Kick defusal, 62% for Panthers, 74 for the Rabbitohs. Bombs, 6 bombs for the Rabbits, 7 for Panthers. Grubbers, 8 for the Bunnies, 3 for the Panthers. Effective tackle percent, 86.46 for the Rabbitohs, 89% for the Panthers. Tackles, 313 for the Rabbitohs, 385 for the Panthers. 39 missed tackles for the Bunnies, 31 for the Panthers. 10 ineffective tackles for the Bunnies, 17 for Panthers. Okay, to my surprise this time, only 8 errors from the Bunnies and 12 for the Panthers. Well, I'm glad it's not above 10, or it's not 15 or whatnot, as these been for the past couple games. 3 penalties, so Rabbitohs conceded 6 penalties, while the Panthers conceded 3. 3 ruck infringements from Penrith, 0 for Rabbits. 1 inside 10 metres for Bunnies, none for Panthers, and only 1 player on a report from the Rabbitohs, which was Jai Arrow. And yeah, that was it. So what a game this was. I am stunned about the result, but I would take a Rabbitohs win anytime. So as of this recording, which is Friday morning around 11 AM, they currently sit in 3rd place on 5 wins, 3 losses. We have won 3 of our last games, so we've won 3 in a row. Panthers still sit in 2nd, but they could fall down to possibly 4th, and we could move down back to 5th. If the if Warriors and Manly win their games against the West Tigers and the Warriors against the Storms, respectively. But we just have to wait and see. For my top 3 players in yesterday's game, obviously number 3, I'll give it to Panthers player Stephen Crichton, scoring all 18 points for Panthers, which was quite impressive. I think he was honestly the best player for Penrith as well. A couple of other Penrith players were good, but I think he was the best. Number 2, I've got to give it to Cody Walker. No, not Cody Walker. Damien Cook, going over, scoring the first try. He plays solid through dummy half, and unexpected first try from him. Whoever paid to get first try must have paid good money. And then my man in the match, the Latrell Mitchell, obviously, he played very well. Other than missing 2 missed conversions. He's scoring a double. He scored a hat-trick last week. Hang on, I'm sorry, no, he scored 1 try last week, sorry. He scored a hat-trick 2 weeks ago. It seems like he's finally found his form. Let's see how they go against the Broncos next week, though. So, they're my top 3 players on board. I hope you guys... And that will conclude the review. Yeah, so... Such an exciting game. This was definitely a game of the round caliber. One of the best games of 2023 as well. Well, what can I say? Good victory for the Bunnies. Now we take on the Broncos next week up there at Suncorp. I believe we play on a Friday night. Yes, we do. So at 8 PM. So I'll be glad I'll be able to watch the game at least this time. While the Panthers are taking on the West Tigers at Bathurst next week. I mean, if the Panthers choke to the Tigers next week, there's serious trouble with them. But anyways, everyone, this will conclude the review. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. We are on the way to 900 subscribers. I hope we can reach there by the end of Magic Round. But anyways, everyone, I hope you guys enjoyed the review. And I hope you guys enjoyed the Rugby League Live 4 content as well. Unfortunately, no commentary I've done for any of the games, as I pointed out in my Rabbitohs vs Panthers Rugby League Live 4 game yesterday. But I hope you guys enjoyed Anzac as well. I've just got family commitments for Anzac, that's why I wasn't able to do any commentary. But anyways, everyone, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the week and the rest of footy, and I'll see you in the next one.